Despite the thinness of iPhone and iPads, they pack incredible technology inside, allowing many premium or console-type games to be ported to this platform. So today, we are looking at 40 of the best iPhone and iPad games with console quality. If you find this type of video useful, don't forget to leave a like, as this was a huge video to produce for you guys. Okay, let's get to it. Number 40, we have NBA 2K Mobile Basketball. The NBA basketball games on mobile have always pushed out amazing graphics, but in this one, you can experience, for the first time, true current-gen quality graphics and 60 frames per second. You can collect NBA players, create a team, and go into 5 vs 5 matchups. NBA 2K Mobile is a free game on the App Store. Number 39 is PUBG Mobile. The mobile version of PUBG is really well optimized for iPhone and iPads. I was quite surprised about this actually. It's not as good looking as the console version, but it still holds up rather well. PUBG is one of the best online battle royale games on mobile and can be played in either third person or first person. They've also added in a few other modes since its initial launch. Anyway, PUBG Mobile is free to download. Number 38, we have The Witness. Out of all the games on this list, The Witness may have the best graphics on offer, and the world here is just outstanding. It's a first-person open-world game. You have to solve over 500 puzzles in order to escape from an island. The Witness is a paid game. Number 37 is Rush Rally 3. This game is extremely similar to the Dirt games, minus the graphics. Rush Rally 3 has 60 frames per second, amazing car handling and car damage, and offers heaps of modes: a career mode, single rallies, rally cross, and online and local Wi-Fi multiplayer. Rush Rally 3 is a paid game on the App Store. Number 36, we have The Elder Scrolls Blades. We might not have Skyrim on mobile, but Bethesda have ported a completely unique Elder Scrolls experience to mobile. The visuals here are outstanding and the combat is rather deep. You can create a character, then go on quests, customize a city, and fight creatures and other humans. Blades is a free game. Number 35 is Vainglory. Here we have the best MOBA experience on mobile. It also features cross-platform battles between iOS, iPadOS, Mac, Windows, and Android. That's pretty cool. Plus, it supports up to 120 frames per second on the new iPad Pros. It still has a very large player base, so finding matches doesn't take long. Vainglory is a free game on the App Store. Number 34, we have Dandara. Dandara is a unique 2D Metroid platformer. It has very creative combat and movement where everything in the environment can rotate depending on where you place yourself. It also has iCloud backup support, so you can pick up and play from your iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, and Apple TV. Dandara is a paid game on the App Store. Number 33 is Modern Combat 5. Sure, this FPS game is kind of old now, but honestly, it's still one of the best shooters on mobile. It was one of the first high-end mobile games and brought similar gameplay, story structure, and multiplayer modes that you would see in the Call of Duty games. It's still definitely worth taking a look at all these years later. Also, Blackout is completely free. Number 32, we have Mortal Kombat. Fighting games on mobile are often really awkward in terms of the touchscreen controls, but Mortal Kombat actually gets it right. It's fantastic. It's kind of the same experience as maybe the PS3 or Xbox 360 version of Mortal Kombat in terms of graphics, but you still have the same type of gameplay and the gore that this game is very well known for. You can also compete in multiplayer faction wars if you would like to do that. Mortal Kombat is free to download on the App Store. Number 31, we have Bendy and the Ink Machine. This is my favorite horror game on mobile. It's the same game as the console or PC version. The only downside is that the frame rate can sometimes drop just a little bit, and while it has controller support, it is only supported when moving around and jumping and stuff. It doesn't work in the menus. But overall, the game has a very good atmospheric story and visuals. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a paid game. Number 30 is Fortnite. Wow, this game is a great achievement for mobile and the Metal Graphics API. You are getting exactly the same experience for this game that you would on any other platform. The iOS version also includes cross-platform between other platforms, but only if you play with a controller. This game is really a must-have for iPhone and iPads because it's Fortnite in your hands. Fortnite in your hands. Anyway, Fortnite is free on the App Store. Number 29, we have Beholder 2. The first Beholder game was a really big success on PC, console, and mobile, and now we can enjoy the next entry here. It's an adventure game, filled with a good story that shows a totalitarian state. The game offers tons of choices to be made and a wonderful ending. Beholder 2 is a paid game on the App Store. Number 28 is Civilization 6. I almost didn't put this game on the list because it's not even available on console and it wouldn't really work on one to begin with, but it's exactly the same experience as the PC version, and just overall it's a very high quality game. And recently we also got the Rise and Fall expansion for iOS. You can play 60 turns of Civ 6 for free, but then you'll have to pay for the full version. Number 27, we have Death Row to Canada. This is quite an underrated game. Underrated maybe on mobile, actually. Sure, it's rather expensive, it's very expensive, but the wealth of amazing effort put into this one is noteworthy. It's an action RPG, where you manage a group of characters who are exploring cities, finding weird people, and surviving from up to 500 zombies on screen at once. It's such a fun game, and I highly suggest it. Number 26 is Life is Strange. One of the best adventure games is available on mobile. Life is Strange is quite similar to the storytelling that you would see from the Telltale games. You have a 5-part episodic game here that has story-based choice and consequences, but what's different is that you can rewind time here to affect the past, present, and future. This game is a gem. Life is Strange is free to try, but you'll have to pay for the following episodes. Number 25, we have Human Fall Flat. This game wants to challenge you in terms of the controls. It's absolutely hilarious and ridiculously difficult. But that is just the charm of it. You can play online with friends and solve puzzles to get past each level. You can also customize your character. Human Fall Flat is a paid game on the App Store. Number 24 is Republic. I think that's how you say it. Recently, this game was updated to support the new iPhone and iPad screens, but also improved on the visuals and lighting. It's a very good looking game actually. It's a stealth experience that is fantastic to play with either a controller or the touchscreen. The first episode is free, but then you'll have to pay for the following episodes. Number 23, we have Teslagrad. I first played this game on my PS4, and I loved it, and in late 2018 I was allowed to play it on the go. It's a 2D puzzle platformer with action elements. You can use powers to control platforms or creatures. Teslagrad is a paid game on the App Store. Number 22 is This War of Mine. Here you look after a group of civilians trying to survive in a besieged city. You need to manage food, medicine, danger from hostile scavengers, etc. Recently, the game has been updated for aspect ratios on the iPad Pro, so that's good. This War of Mine is a paid game. Number 21, we have Escapist 2 Pocket Breakout. Originally released on PC and console, this sandbox strategy RPG game was recently ported to mobile in 2019. All the same prison simulation strategy experiences here, but in the palm of your hands. You can also enjoy this game alone or with another person in local multiplayer. Escapist 2 is a paid game on the App Store. Number 20 is Minecraft. Minecraft is still going strong in 2019. It's a fantastic sandbox game that allows you to build anything you desire. Plus, Mojang are bringing us a AR version of this game later in the year, which looks very cool indeed. Minecraft is a paid game on the App Store. Number 19, we have Oddmar. Damn, this is such a classic platformer. It's just a blast to play from beginning to end. It's very colourful, has amazing level designs, and offers very creative enemies. It's also only available on mobile. It doesn't have a console counterpart right now. Anyway, to download this game, you'll have to pay for it, but trust me, it's worth it. Number 18, we have Honkai Impact 3rd. I may have said that wrong. The App Store page for this game doesn't really present what this game has on offer. It's a fun action game for mobile with amazing combat and top-notch graphics. The only thing that sets this game back is the annoying tutorial at the start. It would be much better if you could just drop right into it and work out how to play it on your own. I really want free games to stop with the annoying tutorials at the start. I just want to play the game, okay? Anyway, apart from that, sorry about the rant, it's a very solid experience after the tutorial and is a free game to download on the App Store. Number 17, we have Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Back in 2013, this was one of the best console games available to download on mobile. It's old, but it still brings a great story set in the Star Wars universe, amazing worlds to see, and it actually has really fun gameplay. Plus, it's been updated with improved resolutions and aspect ratios for new iPhone and iPads. Knights of the Old Republic is a paid game on the App Store. Number 16 is Evoland 2. This game offers you almost every genre, from a 2D RPG through to 3D, a fighter, a shooter, a trading card game, and more. It has something for everyone. However, if you want to play this game on your iPhone or iPad, play it with a controller, as the touchscreen controls are quite awkward. Evoland 2 is a paid game available on the App Store. Number 15, we have Asphalt 9 Legends. If you're after a fun arcade racing game, Asphalt 9 is what you need to have installed. It has fast-paced gameplay, 60 FPS, colourful visuals, single-player and online races, and features loads of real hypercars. Asphalt 9 is free and really should be on your iPhone or iPad right now. Number 14 is Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a gem on any platform, from PC, console, or mobile. It runs amazing, looks pretty, has excellent RPG strategy elements, and relaxing music. It's also one of those games that should be played with a controller on iOS, in my opinion anyway. Anyway, Stardew Valley is a paid game on the App Store. Number 13, we have Dawn of Isles. Visuals like Breath of the Wild and MMORPG gameplay like World of Warcraft maybe, that's kind of what you're getting here. Kind of. It can play at 60 frames per second too, and has customizable graphic options. Anyway, Dawn of Isles is free to download. Number 12 is Monster Hunter Stories. This open world action RPG was originally released on Nintendo 3DS, but in late 2018, Monster Hunter Stories arrived on iOS. I would say this version is actually better than the 3DS one. Why? Well, because it's cheaper. You have improved high-resolution graphics, improved user interface, and a new auto-save feature. It's a huge game. Definitely check it out. Number 11, we have Dead Cells. First available on PC and consoles, Dead Cells is coming to iOS and iPadOS on the 28th of August, 2019. It's a 2D action platformer that features no checkpoints. When you die and go right back to the start. It will be a paid game on the App Store, but trust me, it's really going to be one of the best platformers available on our platform. Number 10 is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Maybe one day GTA 5 will be ported to iOS, but until that day, GTA San Andreas is the next best thing. It doesn't have the graphics of newer games in the series, but but it's still a whole GTA open world game that can fit in your tiny pocket in your pants. It's worth noting that all the other GTA games have been updated for new iPhone and iPads too, and all of them support controllers. Anyway, San Andreas is a paid game on the App Store. Number 9, we have Shadowgun Legends. Here, you can experience an epic story campaign, competitive and cooperative multiplayer, a social hub, and 60 frames per second. The game is kind of a mix of Halo, Destiny, and Borderlands. Anyway, Shadowgun Legends is a solid shooter, and I think most of you will love it if you're into this type of genre. It's also completely free. Number 8 is NBA 2K19. The graphics here are not on par with NBA 2K Mobile Basketball, but since it's a paid game, it offers a more premium package. We have a story mode, my career mode, head-to-head games, quick games, new soundtracks, and better controls. Number 7, we have Hyper Light Drifter. The console slash-em-up recently arrived for iOS. It has great features for iOS too, 120 frames per second for iPad Pros, 60 FPS on iPhone and normal iPads, achievements, haptic vibration on iPhone, more weapons, enemies, and areas from the special edition. Hyper Light Drifter is a paid game on the App Store and is a masterpiece. Number 6 is Tropico. The whole Tropico construction and management simulation experience from PC and console can be played on your iPhone and iPad. It's a really good accomplishment actually, because this game packs so much content, big environments, and really impressive visuals. Plus, it's very well optimized for the large screen of an iPad and the small display of an iPhone. Tropico is a paid game on the App Store. Number 5, we have Inside. Inside is a puzzle platformer that builds upon what made Limbo great, and I'd say it's actually a bigger experience all round. It has iCloud backup support too, meaning you can pick up and play across iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, and Apple TV. Nice. Remember, Inside is free to try, but you will have to pay for the full game. Number 4 is Sky Children of Light. It took a really long time for this game to be released on our platform, a really long time, but now you can play it on your iPhone or iPad. It's a social adventure game where you can explore worlds alone or with other online players. It's quite similar to the dev's previous game, Journey, but in many ways is a much bigger game. Again, it's one of the best looking games on mobile. In fact, it's quite incredible how amazing it looks. Sky is free to download on the App Store. Number 3, we have Call of Duty Mobile. What you're getting here is, well, kind of like the PS3 or Xbox 360 version of Call of Duty. It brings you maps and modes from Black Ops and the original Modern Warfare series. The game isn't available everywhere yet. For instance, it's only out right now in Australia and Canada, I believe, in beta form, so do be patient for the full release, but trust me, it's worth it. It's just awesome. It's also going to be completely free. Number 2 is Grid Autosport. Easily, this is the best racer on iOS. It brings you a full experience with pin-sharp visuals and outstanding performance. Up to 120 frames per second is supported on the new iPad Pros, or 60 frames on iPhones or normal iPads. Grid Autosport has full controller support too, and is one of the best games to play with an MFI controller. In many ways, playing on iOS or iPadOS is the best experience for this game. Anyway, Grid Autosport is a paid game on the App Store. And number 1, we have The Gardens Between. Right now, I believe this is the only game on iOS and iPadOS with full controller and keyboard support. That's right, full keyboard support. You don't hear that every day. Nope. I really want more games to do this. Please bring more keyboard support. The Gardens Between is a puzzle adventure game where you play as 2 kids who enter a world filled with their childhood toys and memories. It tells a story of love, loss, and just life. It was one of my favourite games to play on my PS4, and now I can enjoy it again on my iPhone or iPad, and it's fantastic. I highly suggest it. The Guidance Between is a paid game on the App Store. What games are you currently playing on your iPhone or iPad, and why? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like, as it tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job, and subscribe and turn on notifications to be alerted about new videos. Anyway, thanks for watching.